Yeah, I think the plan was always to get overs out of Virat and Assad. Obviously, Mithun had a tough start, but he's a quality bowler, so we back him to come back and do a good job, particularly on this wicket. It'll probably suit him a little bit more. So we're fortunate that we have those bowlers, Kohlis and Assad and Dilshan as well, who can fill in and actually do a really good job like they did in the last game.
Dan, Bombay actually completely rolled over Delhi, whereas you guys are stretched a bit by Kochi. Would that be an advantage that a lot of you guys got to bowl, a lot of you guys got to bat? Would that help you out?
Look, I think I take every game as it comes along, so each game's a new entity, so both teams will be ready for it. Both teams had good wins and will be feeling good about themselves, and sometimes that's half the battle coming into a game, just the confidence level. So I don't think it'll matter too much. I think both teams will be confident of getting a win.
Vittori, the Zach is doing the exercise a bit more. Is he the fit for the next game, or what is his situation? Is good enough to play?
Yeah, he's fine to play. He's one of those guys that you see in the training camp before the start of the tournament that you've never seen before, and you see there's something pretty special in him. I think he's played for India under 19, so people have recognised his pedigree, and he went out and played with no fear, and sometimes against quality attacks, that's a pretty impressive sign. So he just went out there and played his own game. First ball off Muralitharan, amazing shot. So I think he's someone to watch out for the future.
From the matches that we saw in the first round, whether it was Knight Riders or Super Kings, and then your match that you had in Kochi, but the other matches, the question is, supposed to have been a batter's game, but some teams are getting out within 100 and all. So is it getting leveled off that it is also a bowler's game?
I don't know. He's speaking to a bowler here, so maybe not. I think it's still in favour of the batters, but it's probably the wickets. I think if you get a good fair wicket that has a little bit in it, then batters and bowlers can get the most out of it. And I think actually the wicket we played on in Kochi was a fantastic one for 2020 because it allowed batsmen to play their shots, but also if you're good enough with the ball, you could have some success. So I think a good pitch is the key to a good 2020 game. I only saw it briefly today, so it's hard for me to say. I've only played here. I've only played a couple of games here in my life, so it's always been a good wicket, a lot of runs. The guys who played here last year said it had a little bit of pace in it, so I'm just going to have to wait and see.
Dan, but in T20s, if you had to take the Arvind along with Sahir Khan and Dirk Nannes in the same 11, do you go for it? How far is different in T20 and other formats? Do you think that variation of having three left-arm bowlers is a disadvantage, or it brings?
No, I think once again it's just the quality of the bowler. It doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, and Zahir Khan and I think the Indian team's probably done it more than most with Nehra and RP Singh. They've played a lot together, so I think if you're a good bowler, it doesn't matter what arm you are. So if Aravind comes into it, then I think he's got a good chance of playing some stage throughout the series.
Dan, Mumbai is probably one of the stronger teams you'll be playing in this tournament. So what have you thought, especially about, say, Malinga after his performance in the last match? Are you concerned at all?
I think it's a good gauge of where we are as a team. Obviously only Virat and Mithun are here from last year, and maybe a few other younger guys. So it's a team coming together and finding out about itself and seeing if we can compete in this competition. It's a good start for us, but playing Mumbai, which is a relatively settled team compared to some of the others, will be a good gauge of where we're at.
In this format of game, there is a lot of other, apart from the 20 overs game in the middle of the pitch, there's an entertainment, there's a mix of so many things. The question is there anything like a home advantage you'll have here with the fans backing the RCB being from here? Will you find it different from, what was your experience at Kochi? Thank you.
Well, from the way the guys talk about the fans here, they're meant to be pretty amazing, and they're very supportive and knowledgeable about the game. So I suppose that's the thing I'm looking forward to most tomorrow, just seeing what they're like. But as I said, everyone's pretty positive. I spoke to Ross Taylor about them, and obviously he was a bit of a crowd favourite, so he only had good things to say. So I think it will be an advantage for us having a parochial crowd behind us.
Dan, there's one request to the home skipper. Can you make this press conference a little earlier for all the matches? That is...
Talk to George.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Thanks, Ross.